Yo, 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 what is up, my peeps? It is your main man, Cop here. We are back with another awesome stream for you today. I hope you're doing good. I'm doing decent. Let's get her started. We're hoping to get some mythic progression in on Orgazoa. So let's get started, shall we? Bring up the stream. Bring up the chat. Hey, hi, Lord. How's it going, buddy? And, you guys, yeah, this is your your language warning, because I'm about to pop into the raid channel. So there we go. We're in that now too. So we're hoping to get some.
That was a cool professor, man. He talked just like Apu from The Simpsons.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Thank you. Come again.
Dude, he talked just like him.
Oh
I don't
man,
get
I'm
an
so glad I
achievement for
popped
getting
in at this
sounding
point
back.
while I was streaming.
No, you don't. You'll just get an extremely disappointing quest.
Oh, you
Say
mean I
go.
have to do a fucking quest for rank 4?
It's like, hey, good job. Go here. Okay, you're done.
Champion, we need more Azurite.
Which one was it? I can't remember. Is it the Maelstrom
The
one?
fucking the cold air one.
Oh, that one was awesome. No, that wasn't it, was it?
You mean the
one in
fucking-
Maelstrom?
The Maelstrom one that did nothing
That
but
was
gave
the
you 700
terrible
AP at
one,
the end?
it was literally
Sup,
just
Squishy?
go
Well,
there
I mean,
for
at,
5 minutes.
at least you got to do something there. If I remember the cold air one, you just fly out there like, okay, thanks.
I love Caldera though. I guess it's more...
I don't
It's
know,
like
High Lord.
probably one of my
It's
favorite
been
locations
we
in the
hadn't
game.
had a lot of time where we've both been
I
around
just
and
picked
able
up
to
this
stream.
alchemy
So
quest, and I can't
I'm
pick up
hoping
any
we're
of
gonna
the
get to do it
quests.
Sunday. I'll ask Metro about it for sure. Probably
They're all
tomorrow.
highlighted,
We'll see
but
what
I can't do anything.
what he's planning on doing. I know he's got
Well,
stuff
it's been a
going
good
on
career.
Saturday. So
Alright, because we're in a raid. Hey, who is that priest? Toxie looks like he invited him.
That's Manara. Motherfucker logged off like the instant.
Oh, you talking about Djibouti or whatever?
Yeah. Like I was gonna tell him to like put a note because I can't put notes on people, but motherfucker went right back to his other tune, right?
Let's see, who are we still waiting on here? Drek, obviously.
Still waiting on Vic.
Shallow.
waiting on battle shout too.
Tokes is happy as long as he's a battle shout. You fuck.
I mean, I'm not happy right now.
You don't have a battle shout.
Oh. Gotta get those link references in.
In trouble there, Ralph?
Sarah said yesterday she wasn't going to be here at all this week, so... And Toke said the same thing, but he's here tonight, so... Or at least he's in... Oh, yeah, there he is. He's in our lore at the moment, so...
So I got a ticket the other day for basically not stopping when a school bus stopped. But I'm talking like this street has like 3 lanes each way. So it's like a 6-lane street.
You have to stop regardless.
It's still considered
Unless it's
like a stop
divided
sign.
in the middle.
And it has a median in the middle.
In most states, if there's a median, you do not have to stop.
And there's like no crossing indication of any kind. Like the guy just stopped in the middle of the street. And there was this fucking cop car that like stopped. I was on the opposite side of the road, mind you. I was like 5 lanes away from the bus stop on the opposite side of the road. And this fucking cop car like stopped like diagonally in front of me, a few car lanes in front of me. And I'm like, why did this guy just randomly stop for no reason? And I like slowed down and I was looking over at the cop car. And then I passed the cop car a little bit, and that's when I saw the fucking school bus all the way to my left. I'm like, oh shit, the school bus. Alright, whatever, I better stop. So I stopped, and obviously I had already gone past the cop car, so he pulled me over, and he gave me a ticket for that shit. But I was looking it up, and I'm pretty sure, like it's like state specific, but from what I understood in Texas, if there's no like indicated crossway, and it's on the opposite side of the road, and the highway has
take it to
like 4
court then.
more lanes. Like basically every single criteria I meet that I'm pretty sure was supposed to get a ticket.
Cops can be wrong, my friend.
Yeah, take pictures, take them to court and find out.
I did the same thing. Second year of college. Cop pulled me over for something that he was entirely wrong about. Went there, no problem, got out of it.
I mean, in Canada, it's entirely black and white. If you don't stop, it doesn't matter what the conditions are, but States is different.
No,
That's
over
how it
here.
is in PA. Even if it's across like a 4-lane highway with a median, you still have to stop here. But Tex, just take him to court and be like it was racially motivated.
Oh, that's an easy one.
I mean, 9 times out of 10, the cop doesn't show up anyway. Even if you're not right, you can still get away with it.
I'd just be earnest about it and say, hey, this is the conditions it was. Here are the pictures showing where we were. I think I'm right. I think the cop's wrong.
Here's what you do. So you find out the name of the cop, right? You find out where he lives. The day of the court, the night before, you give him a smallpox blanket, like as a Christmas gift. That way he can't come into work because he's fighting with chicken pox and he's sick and he has to go to the doctor.
This is a big difference between smallpox and the chicken pox.
Well, American
If you find
education system.
smallpox in the wild, that's really bad.
I mean,
these days.
Christopher Columbus found it, so.
Yeah, just give him rabies. I mean,
Yeah,
fuck
but
it.
that was
You
before
know?
Have you guys heard that
Eradicated.
there's been like 8 confirmed cases of the plague in
Oh, the plague happens every year.
Oh, when you have 30 billion people
When
living
you're
in one
eating
space, that
rats,
happens.
that's how
no,
you
like
get
the
yeah, there you
actual
go.
Black Plague from the 1800s or whatever.
Yeah,
It's
it
a lot of
has.
It's
anti-vaxxers.
found
It's
in
carried
rats.
by-
So
It's never been eradicated. It's just still.
rodents
With-
in,
yeah.
in California.
Anti-vaxxers are the unsung hero of today's age because they're helping thin out the planet, which there's already too many fucking people here.
You're
to
right
begin
about
with.
this, actually. It's a good point.
Easy
I
way to get rid
mean-
of stupid people.
They're just wasting 3 years of food when they could just not have a kid.
In other news, I got my daughter's 2-month shots today.
Hey, good
I've
Yeah.
job.
never been more proud
Hey,
of you.
you're not mentally handicapped. Congratulations.
Sorry to hear
Dude,
that.
dude.
It was a nice YouTube channel I used to have.
I said mentally handicapped.
Support system.
What's that?
People who stream know way better than to keep the sound on in this.
We could go back to black abortion if you really want to.
No, please.
You guys want to talk about butt chugging?
No, I really don't.
Oh,
Absolutely not.
Moment.
Like what
what's there
Timo
to
did?
talk about? It is what it is.
Have you guys seen the butt water video?
But water. No, and I don't think I want to.
God, it's a classic.
I think I want to.
It's a classic. That's what you said.
What
As I
about,
said, you guys have got
whitest
your
kid you know,
got your
I'm gonna
warning,
rape
your
you in
language
the mouth.
warning.
God, that's emo me in middle school years. We're talking.
Yeah,
Watsu wasn't even alive when that came out.
that's that good stuff.
Victory points. What are these victory points things?
I don't know. I'm convinced there's a place in Scandinavia where the albinos just breed.
I should
Like all
turn the
white
volume off
men
on my
area.
phone.
There's a spot in Texas that does that too. It's just clan territory there.
Yeah, true.
Family-friendly content, guys.
Hey, I marked all my streams and videos as not for kids, so I should be covered.
This is now an educational stream.
The KKK is bad. Is that good enough?
There you go.
I actually found a business card the other day for a Klansman phone number, and it said something along the lines of call for more information or to join the movement, something.
Do you got that number handy?
I done goofed. I have to die now. You might be able to find the number online. Somebody called it, and it's like an automated method.
I feel like you don't want that in your search history.
I mean, people are gonna do what they want to.
feel like that's the kind of thing that gets you on them lists.
Depends on what kind of list.
Yeah,
I
the
mean-
mailing list for the clan, duh. Gotta know when the cookouts are.
I love my guild. I really do.
It's a Tokes.
What up?
The ads
Back.
missed you last night.
I missed you guys.
It was
Oh,
so
Pat.
fun standing in your spot, though, Tokes.
Yeah, Jake said that he almost took #1 spot on the first boss.
Point fucking one.
0.02
That
actually. Was almost identical damage. It was crazy.
I lost by 89 DPS.
Nah, I meant your spot on Orkazoa, Tokes.
Yeah, I hope we get to pull her, man. I was having fun with that fight last time.
It was real comfy standing there.
Yep, waiting on 2 people who haven't said they're not making it or whatever, and still haven't heard from Sarah, so obviously she's not coming. If everybody was supposed to be here logged on, we'd be good to go. It's still on alt, so just got 2 spots.
Jix, you should do to that character to what League did with him, and
What, buff him?
Well, you guys heard Metro. We're just waiting on a couple of people.
I don't know, I think my DK's moving up. I'm 1500 now.
congrats on pressing Bone Storm.
Thank you so much.
Did I ever tell you that my main tank of my guild last year refused to run Bone Storm in Mythic?
Good thing you left that guild then.
Yeah, pretty much. No, I'm still in it. They fucking raid on the weekends, and they're dead right. I'm just gonna use it next year as a farm factory for an.
That Corgi's OP.
Yeah, it was timed real well. I didn't think I was gonna have a comp to beat you.
Well, my my Valk's only level 21. I just got it yesterday.
The Valk's really cool. I've never been able to get that pet.
Yeah, you're not late yet. We
anybody
haven't
have
pulled
one of
anything
those
yet,
fancy
Theo. We're
portable
still waiting on people,
transmog
Uh, some people do, I guess.
Toy?
I think it's like a. Oh, there it is, dude. You're a champion, whoever that was.
You're welcome.
What's that thing called?
Deployable attire rearranger.
It's not a toy though, right? It's a item.
An
Engineering
item you can
item.
buy in the auction house.
They're super cheap to make. They take like 5 monolite ore and like 10 insulated wire.
You don't suck, buddy. Thanks for dropping by. Glad to have you watching.
Oh, what? Thunder Fury doesn't come in red, dude? That kind of sucks. Comes in green, though.
Fucking
I
rogues
think
get
it's
transmogable Thunder Fury and they still complain that the colors aren't enough.
The fact that they gave rogues the Thunder Fury artifact skin confuses me.
It was
Who else is
always
gonna
meant
use
to
it?
be a rogue weapon.
This shit's a tank weapon.
Yeah, but what shield are you gonna pair with that for a transmog for everybody? That's a hard choice.
Skull Flame Shield.
That's fair, but then like I feel like the colors are gonna have to change on the
iconic.
Skull Flame.
Look,
Yeah,
guys,
they could have
look,
done that.
I
mean,
got
that's
a
just
full
like
set that matches.
the fucking iconic look Thunder Fury and Skull Flame Shield. Imagine with like 2017 model with particle effects. It would have looked so cool. Also, hey,
Got him.
I'm like at a loss for words here.
How you get burned like that though? It's crazy.
You gonna take that shit? It's vanished. Come back and
You
cheap
could
shot.
kick him. You realize that, right? Or maybe you can't.
Walk straight into that one. Wait, I thought I hit accept. What?
I don't even have 3 pets at level 25.
3. I don't even have 1, dude.
Does not surprise me too.
I think my highest level pet's like level 6 or something.
Holy shit.
That's the nice thing about pet battles in BFA. All the world quests, you only need level 1 pets.
That thing must have been pretty dope. Like when it first came out, right? Like go out and catch Pokemon.
No, it was boring.
It was worse when it originally came out.
I mean, he seems like a cool idea, but I don't know. It's just so watered down, I guess.
My WoW wife is like one of the top pet paddlers on our server. The amount of time she spends on it is amazing. And one time I asked her, I'm like, how many spreadsheets are involved in this effort? She's like, I don't want to tell you.
Yeah, there's there's people that play this game specifically for pet battles, and there's full guilds.
I've never
Like,
actually
there's
tried one of those pet battle dungeons, but they look cool.
This pet battle dungeon?
Yeah, that's something that they added in Legion, I think it was. They started with like Wailing Caverns, and now they have the one in Orgrim.
Oh, Ragefire?
Yeah.
That's cool.
goes your internet problems there, Ralph?
I'm on my hotspot right now. Hoping that fixes it.
Yo, 3 specs takes way too much bag space.
No, we're literally waiting on
What
like 2
does?
people who
Having 3
haven't
specs
said whether
on
they're
you?
coming or not, and Sarah,
Yep.
who we assume is not
You
coming.
don't have to have all that stuff on you. You could just hearth to your bank. It's
But what if we're in raid and we're like, yo, we need a healer?
be like, yo, K-Mass, throw down that summon stone. And you go hearth.
Who's this person talking about healing?
I mean, Lao too. Mistweaver monk healing. What else?
Who the fuck is Lao Tzu?
Excuse me,
Oh,
the
man.
person on top of the damage meters every fight. Who else?
Barely.
I don't recognize this.
Trust me,
Me-
it's a nice
Don't-
green
Lao Tzu,
bar. You
Lao-
can't
Lao
miss
Tzu, don't pull a muscle patting yourself on the back there, okay?
it.
So fucking humble, it hurts.
Yeah, he needs us to help him lift his arm for that one, I'm sure.
Sorry, Tokes, but you weren't here last time, and it was a cakewalk. Although Mr.
Cakewalk, huh?
Mr. Simsicle. Hey, I didn't even run the correct as-right neck piece trades. I just ran the
Okay,
stuff for...
I'm a main tank, not a DPS. You
yeah,
probably
it
just
was
fucking-
that easy. I was sitting here sleeping.
Next time I'm gonna put on tides and beat you by 6k. You keep talking shit.
Okay, Jix, bring it on next time.
Does your forehead ever get sore when you're playing?
Where is Earth?
Currently playing
all-
Ghost Recon.
It's all an act, but, you know, it's based in truth.
I can get him in here to tell Lao Tzu to go kill himself.
Yeah, there you go.
It's all an act, but it's based in truth. I don't know what else to say.
Lao Tzu? Kinda new. I think Sub is a returning guy. He's the guy that
just
I
got bamboozled.
think
Mitchell.
he's the guy that
What?
had his computer stolen. He
bamboozled.
built a brand new computer and it had
Why?
it stolen. Think
Oh.
that was that guy.
It's one of those days that you, like, one of those things that eventually you'll figure it out and you're like, Tokes mentioned that You'll see, you got bamboozled.
You didn't shit his coffee grinder, did you?
He crop dusted you, home.
Oh man, the good old crop dust. Haven't done that in a while.
Why are there so many fucking pets?
Alright, are we calling it? Are we waiting? Is somebody coming? Because if not, I have other things I could be doing.
Yep, guess that's it then. Don't know. Multiple people just don't say they're not coming, so guess they're not coming. Thanks anyway. We gotta get back to recruiting. Obviously, need to get another 3 or 4 people in here before we're comfortable.
Well, at least you're happy that you recruited me, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Every rate so far, more than 90% of the people we've invited in the last.
I mean, I've been looking for a guild that I can actually stick with since pretty much the beginning of this. Every guild that I've ever joined that said they're gonna stick together and whatnot has fallen apart after 2 raid tiers to maybe at most 2
This guild has been around since ICC.
Yeah. Dude, if this guild survived the great classic catastrophe of 19... Like,
Classic catastrophe?
I'm pretty sure this guild is gonna be here until, like, the server shut down or something.
And we'll still be progressing on Orgazoa.
Nice.
That was a
Yeah,
great
even,
way to.
even next expansion.
You guys beaten Orgazo yet? Shh, we don't like to talk about it.
Took us 4 months to kill Vectus, but we eventually did it.
We
Fuck
sure
that
did,
fight.
dude.
I remember I was listening in chat.
So we're not doing anything then? Or?
Hearthstone it is, boys.
Now it's time to do heroic, but
Rip, I
I'll
really
do mythic
feel for you
plus
guys.
if anybody needs me.
I'm gonna be back on in like 3 hours.
Theo, you rock, buddy.
Too.
You rock.
I'd love to, but I'm gonna go to rehearsal instead. See you guys later.
Have a good one.
Yo, Tokes, I got a
Take care,
bone
man.
to pick with you. I got the deck list.
But I haven't played WoW in months, man. I kind of
know.
feel like doing a key or two.
I have
Yeah, are we
many
doing anything?
lucky dues. You like? Good for
Well,
you.
if you want to do Mythic Plus, let's move to the Mythic Plus channel.
I'm good.
Hey.
On Hearthstone.
Anybody, I wouldn't mind doing this key maybe. I don't know if people are around or not. I don't know who'd heal it.
I'd heal it.
A tall 18. Anybody want to do it?
Yeah, I'll
Oh.
heal it. You can hear
Just
me.
a quick one.
Yeah. I was wondering if any DPS.
I'm down.
You want to bet?
I'll DPS.
You want to come, Jix, or do you want to do something else?
Yeah. Okay, I'll call. Let me just get back on.
If not, no big deal. I just don't know what the weekend's gonna look like. So if we have time tonight, I might as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now this is the moment where I wish I had Blood of the Enemy.
You don't have Blood of the Enemy, you pleb.
No, I
It's
hate
not that good.
BGs.
It's not that good for a tall anyway. The trash is really small. Well, I guess teaming changes.
It's teaming fortified. Blood of the Enemy's great
It's
this week.
Oh,
AoE
this can be
week.
great. This can be awesome.
I wonder.
Full-blown AoE week.
You should let me go Rhett and someone else heal.
I wonder if this dig it in trade chat is the actual.
Yep,
dig-
that's the same guy. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, he's still around. A couple people from the old days still around. I'm surprised, frankly, but they are.
I only have rank
He was a
2.
tank,
I
wasn't
hate
he?
doing.
I also have Motherload too. I don't know which you prefer.
Fucking
Either one, whichever you guys prefer.
Enki
Tank
logged
like
on last
ICC.
night at like 3 in the morning, and it fucking threw me off. Jesus Christ, Enki's still around?
Yeah, he pops in all the time. I don't know what he's up to, but
It really threw me off.
All right, guys. So we got to figure out something else to do tonight, because I'm not going to just stream for half an hour where just nothing happens, right? So, yeah, let's do an alt stream. I kind of was doing some stuff on my death knight today, so I kind of thinking, why don't we do some time walking on alts? You know, let's do some viewer time walking on alts, shall we? Yeah, raid got canceled. Sorry, Squishy. Let me change the title of the stream. Sorry for anybody tuned in for Mythic Progression. We just didn't have the people this week. So it's gonna be.
Hey, Sprog.
Hey, Sprog. Okay, let's do that. Change the description. Go. All changes saved. There we go. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a custom group. I'm going to list the group. Man, I feel bad for Metro. That's gotta hurt. Then, while we're waiting to see if anybody wants to join, I'm going to run over to Orgrimmar because I want to check. I have no idea what eye level time walking stuff is given out, so. And my Death Knight has like 0 gears, so. Oh man. That's okay, there's still a portal to Orgrimmar. I didn't mean to click on the Silvermoon portal. Sorry about that, guys. Again, let's see.
I am listening.
Let's see what you got for a Frosty Death Knight. 380, so it's likely going to drop 390 gear, which is pretty useless.
Be careful.
Suddenly it occurs to me that I have a cursed item that I need to go and sell so I can get rid of these curses. While we're waiting to see if anybody wants to come, we'll just head to Nazjatar and do that. They said I was running around Nazjatar and I apparently picked up a cursed item on this tune. Let's see, what is it? It is an encrusted coin. Absolutely, Theo. Just sign up to the group that's in the group finder. I'm on Horde right now. We'll see how this goes, and we'll see if there's much interest in doing it on the other side as well. Yeah, me too. I like a lot about stuff about the Shadowlands. I really should be right now. I should be leveling a tune through Korak's Revenge since I've got the time, but just not feeling that tonight.
I have many, many wares.
How much did I get out of that sack? 291 gold. Supposed to be around 450. Blarg. Blarg and Blander Snatch, I say. I should actually... shows how often I play this. Change my loot spec back to Frost. I had an idea I was going to play Blood at one point. But after attempting to tank the ads in Orgazoa, let's get some Mondazi food in there. The name of the group is Timewalking with Cop. It's listed in the pre-made group finder. Since nobody else wants to come, I'll list this as soon as you're in it. I'll list this for a dungeon as soon as you're in it. Cop walking in time. Exactly, says Mickle. Relax, dude. I didn't know where you were at. Let's see. Ghost Dragon, Ghost Dragon. I set it up for other people, too. Relax. Alright, I'll delist the group. Nobody wants to come but Theo. That's okay. No worries, Squishy. I'm just being silly anyway. That's true. If you're wondering why I'm sitting here, when we finish the first dungeon, we'll get a quest that I'll turn in right here, so that's why I figured I'd sit here while we wait for the dungeon queue. She's 11 minutes long. While we wait. Just gonna read through Twitter while we wait, see if there's anything funny there. Yep, nothing special. Gosh, I wish I was a better streamer and could entertain you for the 10 minutes while we're waiting for the queue. No, I haven't bought Dottie yet, Theo. Wait for my next paycheck to get Dottie. But I do plan on getting Dottie. You gotta support the charity stuff, so. Oh. Look at that, Theo. You've got Punky under half health. One day you shall overtake Punky's rightful place as the stream boss. If I was actually serious about gearing this character, I'd just do a bunch of PvP on it. Fill out my my conquest bar a couple of times, get a couple of 410 and 415 weapons. I'm going to do some PvP this weekend anyway with one of my guildies. We're going to get my arena stuff up to 1600 so that I can get Conflict and Strife rank 3 on my main there, my monk. What does Conflict and Strife do on a DK? It doesn't say. I wonder if there's any world quests right now that would increase my eye level. Let's have a look. Not an upgrade. Not an upgrade. That might. That would require doing a dungeon. I haven't unlocked world quests in Methagon. Hey, Spencer. Not too bad. Raid got canceled for tonight, so we're doing some time walking just to pass the time. Walking in time with Cop. And I'm on an alt, so I can completely zero gear on this alt. That might be worth doing. At least then I would have a 380 weapon for my alt specs. Not worth it. Worth it. Hands. It would need to Titan Forge to be worth it. That might be worth it, because that's going to be a ring or a trinket. Yeah, don't mind running with viewers at all. Theo, that's way higher than I'm at. I'm only 401, so trust me, that's... And my main is only 10 eye levels higher than you. Honestly, Theo, if we were doing the alt run, I'm sure you would do good DPS in a heroic of the raids. So, yeah, Spencer, I don't mind running with viewers at all. I put up a group before and nobody wanted in, so I just invited Theo since he was the one person who wanted to run. But I'm totally open to opening the group up for a couple more people after our first dungeon. Don't mind that at all. Might do the ally side too. At some point. I think the main thing with this is that little bit of Eternal Palace gear that's going to pop out of here. I'm assuming it's heroic that it gives. Which would be huge no matter what slot it gives me a thing for. I mean, Eternal Palace loot, heroic loot is like, what, 430? Yeah, I don't think you can link things in a whisper like that, Theo. You have to put it in party chat. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Spencer, for sure. Like I say, anything that I get from time walking is going to be good. Oh, nice. Even that's not bad, buddy. No, seriously, dude. Like, if your neck was at 70, where it should be, there would be nothing stop other than unless, and I'm not trying to be mean when I say this, but unless you're really bad at your spec, there would be nothing stopping you from, you know, joining a heroic clear, or even into the mythic if we needed the people. But one of the things that's really necessary right now is to have your neck maxed out. Yeah, there's that too, right? Could do that too. But right now I'm just feeling time walking. We can knock out 5 dungeons in a couple hours. Might get a couple of characters done on it. Like, don't get me wrong, Theo. I'm not getting you down. I'm not saying you're not good at your class. I'm just saying if that's your eye level and that's your only thing under 430, you really should be almost raiding Mythic at that point. Or at least starting to raid Mythic and getting geared up through that. Ah, here we go. Let's see, who is the tank? There we go. Deathlord Sendorin. I know, Sir Fiskin. I don't mind end time. It's It's not horrible. I've never had a problem with it. The biggest problem is if you get end time with Sylvanas and people don't know the mechanics. It's it can be kind of dicey then, because she is really, really nasty. Bane's not the best either, if people don't understand that stuff below them is going to fall away. But I mean, good. Ah, gotcha. I did a lot of end time dungeons in Cataclysm, so those are Cataclysm dungeons I actually understand and know pretty well, so I don't mind them at all. Remember, guys, kill the caster ads first.
You have interfered with our plans for the last time, mortal.
Well, you know, you say that, Lady Nazjar, but this is a time-walking dungeon, so I'm pretty sure it's not. Besides, we just did defeat Queen Ashara. Funny you should mention the Great Dark Beyond, Lady Nazjar, because that's where we're headed next. After we kill N'Zoth, we're going to the Shadowlands. That's what I'm trying to say. I think so. No, thanks, buddy. I have the Heart of Azeroth on too. Cannot use the pendant. Thank you for asking, though. No, it's all good, buddy. My Heart of Azeroth is 60 eye levels higher than it. It's like a weapon dropping in Legion, right? Like, it's completely pointless. Yeah, true enough. At least a weapon can transmog. My biggest thing was back in Legion, when a weapon would drop, like when you're out doing the world quests and stuff, and a random mob would drop a green weapon, like, who is that for? Oh yeah, the Agrimar sword. So does Metro. Only he uses his he uses the Shadowlands enchant on it to make it look excellent. Wait, isn't there like a teleport you can take so you don't have to take the elevator back down? I'm so busy thinking about useless drops. It was like... Pretty sure we could have shortcutted that a little bit with a teleport. Theo, you might want to stop... Oh, no, that's not you. I saw a guy, I thought his name said Theo, and he was like down to like 1 hit point. And I'm like, no, that's not Theo. Theo's not silly like that.
assistance, I assume.
Yeah, you could teleport back to the start. But I was just following the tank and talking to you guys. I wasn't even paying attention to where we were going. All of a sudden, we're on the elevator. I'm like, might as well take the elevator.
As I purify these waters, the servants of filth will surely be stirred. Beware.
Well, so do I. Yeah, well, there's 3 Death Knights in this dungeon right now. That's why I didn't. That's why I pulled those mobs by the door. It was to. Because I have Death Strike, I wasn't afraid of having threat on a couple of those mobs.
Patience, guests. The waters are nearly cleansed.
But to this day, people still don't believe me when I tell them Neptulon was kidnapped in this dungeon. And I don't think we ever found out what happened to him. Because we never got the underwater raid back in Cataclysm that we were supposed to get.
The beast has returned. It must not pollute my waters. Their filthiness stains me.
Enough of this.
My waters are cleansed. Drink in their power. Behold the power of pure water.
Yeah. He's an interesting one, to be sure. Now watch. Watch. Yeah, Ozmet just takes him. Zips away. Yeah, it's not as good. Did you don't need those leg plates, Theo. Okay. Okay, Squishy, I'm putting the group up right now. Just apply to it, and I'll let you in. I gotta get rid of a quest. Gotta get rid of a quest. Because I have a quest that I can instantly turn in.
What brings
Go.
you here? Farewell.
Okay, Theo. Thanks so much for coming for one. Anybody else that wants to join, we've got 3 slots open, tank, healer, DPS, so... Please feel free. Okay, now we have room for a tank and a healer if anybody wants. In the meantime, the in-between time... Oh, no, wait, let me use one of my scrolls of recall. See what wacky place it sends me to. Since I'm way over level to use a scroll of recall. Well, that's somewhere in Kalimdor it sent me. Sent me to the crossroads. Oh, nice. Took my advice with the Paragon boxes. Excellent. I'm doing that on my main. Like next time you're watching, just ask me. I'll show you what my reputation bars look like in BFA. Okay. Got us a tank. Woo hoo hoo. Nice. Okay, I'm going to delist this group now since we've got a tank. And I'm going to list us for a dungeon. I can definitely share the quest. Give me a sec. Everybody's already on the quest.
I am listening. Zandala forever.
Check their Rio. I'm not sure what you're saying there, Sir Piskin. Oh, this one isn't that bad either. Oh, interesting. Somebody who goes left. Almost everybody I've ever run with goes right. I like going left myself. I don't know why. Not I. I have a 415 cape. I got from doing world quests before the stream started. We are just destroying this place. Love it. Darn it, I don't want to be a frog. Only good frog is the frog. It's a mod in my streams. And maybe Krogwa. Good call pulling that pack, by the way. I've yet to see a time walking group do that, do the skip for that successfully. Ribbit, ribbit. Ribbit, ribbit. I love the fact that when I use Frost Scythe, it actually turns my 2 swords into a scythe. That is just so cool.
Be gone, infidel. You are not welcome here.
I think when we're in the other realm, we're supposed to attack the bird.
Is only the beginning.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummles, like you.
I
Hey,
am unleashed.
Oh, not too bad, Metro. Just doing some time walking on an alt, just chilling out. After not being able to raid, I'm just in a very just want to relax kind of mood, so nothing serious. How's it going with you, buddy? Take your time. I understand if the boss calls.
I have many lucky doos you like.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. I know the raid stuff went wrong. I hope not too much else did.
Well, friend of the Grummles.
I saw it was only a couple hours long. I was going to drop by after I finished farming my spare crates, but it was already done.
Winds of the south, rise and come to your master's aid.
What? Kind of a... That makes me want to say bad words. Like, what kind of a butthead would do that? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. That's horrible. No way. Well, I fell off the boss platform. I'm not sure how to get back up now. Son of a... There we go. Sorry, I fell in the water. I'd have done more DPS. That sucks, buddy. That is absolutely horrible. I mean, I understood Sarah, because she said yesterday, although I don't know what happened, but... but the others, like the ones who just didn't say anything, like, why? Why would you just not say something? You know? 28 deaths in an 18? Oh, man. All I can say, buddy, is tomorrow is going to be another day. And all you can do is take a deep breath sometimes and just start over. Yeah. I've always said this, the universe balances itself out. You know? When I was much younger, I used to have a theory. I'm not sure I believe it anymore, but I used to have a theory that for every moment of pleasure in life, there's an equal moment of pain. But at the very least, there's some days are good, some days are bad. I remember seeing that. That was like the first time in a long time. Nice. Wow. You know, I will say this, Metro, 250 viewers was about the number I had the first time I ever had a stream before people started trolling me. Like, that was seemed to be the break point at when the trolls joined the first time. That was when I first made a couple of people mods. Well, besides you and Sai and, like, Harry and Doc and that. That seemed to be the break point that where the trolls start to show up. I've told this story before, but maybe you haven't heard it. Or maybe you haven't heard it in a while, so I'll tell it now while we're waiting for a queue that's likely to be 10 minutes long. I can't remember whether it was my first or my second time doing... No, it must have been my second time, because the first time I had that horrible power outage. So this was the second time trying to do this, and it was a few days later. And I was in Outland, and I was getting that "you're gonna die" thing that people... You gotta stop, you're gonna die if you don't sleep. So, one of the viewers, I decided they were going to troll me about it. And they made a trial account. Of course, at that time, max level was 110, and trial counts were level 100. And I was on a PvE server, so of course they couldn't come and gank me with it. But the first thing they did was they made a druid, and they sat there jumping in front of me, saying, "Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep," and using their AoE to try and prevent me from getting a tag on any mobs. Which didn't really bother me, even though the mobs died with one hit. I didn't really care. I was getting enough of a tag from the mobs that I needed that I was able to finish up the quests I was doing and move on to the next little bit of quest before I went to do a massive turn-in, right? And so eventually I turned my screen off. I said, I'm going to turn the screen off for a couple of minutes while I go from point A to point B. But I said I'm going to keep my microphone on, I'll keep talking. And I guess that was enough that the troll decided I had stopped. Or they walked away or something. Because I got to the next quest area, I started killing mobs for quest items and what have you. And they didn't bother me for about 10-15 minutes. And then all of a sudden this druid of the other faction started jumping around me and saying stuff I couldn't understand. I'm assuming it was "go to sleep." And, you know, AoEing mobs to try and prevent me from getting enough stuff to get the quest items and the quest credit and all that. But, you know, eventually they tired of that and they went away. And I got enough quest credit that I was ready to go and turn stuff in. And that's when the troll decided they were going to be cheeky about it, and they were going to go kill all the quest givers. Well, let me just pull up a map of Outland to show you. I was going to Zethgor, not Zethgor, that one, yeah. I was going to Spinebreaker Ridge. And I don't know if you remember that, but that's that very, very small horde outpost with a bunch of quests. So I was going to go turn in a bunch of quests there. And it's very small. And this dude, I took a flight path from Thrallmar to here, and he followed me. And he went to go and do an AoE, but he landed right in front of the Flight Master. And so the first thing he did was target the Flight Master, so I guess so I couldn't get away. And he hit it with Moonfire. Well, I guess the guy wasn't very smart, because ever since probably, I don't know, WoD, maybe even Mop, Flight Masters have always been max level elites with 2 max level elite pets. and he was on a trial account, so he was only level 100. So the Flight Master was a 110 elite with 2 110 elite pets that jumped him and did it and killed him in one global. And I lost my mind laughing. Because the dude was trying to stop me and was going so hard at it that he actually killed him. And the dude, he never picked up his corpse. Never bothered me for the rest of the stream. And I said... I said, if you're gonna be a troll and you're gonna try and stop somebody from doing something, at least have the intelligence God gave the common gerbil about it. Exactly, Spencer. Trolling the trolls. And of course, you know, being that he logged out, he left that body there. That body was there for like 2 hours every time I went back to that quest hub to turn stuff in. I kept laughing at it. Oh, dear. I try, buddy. I try. But at the end of the day, the point is, no matter how bad things are, or how bad people are trying to make your life, eventually you'll find your way through. And and eventually karma will get them. I do too. I just have to... I get really into telling stories sometimes. It's one of the reasons why I've always kind of wanted to try writing a novel. Plus, I love fantasy literature and stuff like that. I'm a huge lore nerd, so... One of my biggest things is I know where I want to be beginning, middle, and end. It's getting from A to B to C that's really hard when you're writing a story. Exactly, Spencer. Love that movie. Plus, one of the things that's also really difficult is trying not to be derivative, right? Yeah, the queue should be popping real quick. We're over 10 minutes in the queue, and that's weird, though. I swear I did 3 dungeons, because I did one with Theo. Oh, that's right, that is the second one, because that was an instant queue. Yeah, being queued for Korak's Revenge. Where is that one? That's there. That's there. I might go and do those later. Reason I got even on my Death Knight is as much as I was hoping we get some pulls in Orgazoa, I was thinking we probably wouldn't. And if we did a heroic alt run, I wanted to see where my Death Knight was at gear-wise, so I could see whether it made sense to see if you wanted to bring it. And I opened my Death Knight up and I was like, oh, I have 399 eye level. Because I was like, yep, that ain't coming for a heroic clear. DK tanking. I don't know. I'm burned on tanking from from Orgazoa Mythic. Honestly, there was a point where I wanted to make this DK Blood DK, but goodness gracious. Mercy me. That was way more aggravation than I ever want in a video game. Like, that was... very much... I had a talk with Lao Tzu before raid anyway today, and he says the one thing that he saw that would make that would improve my DPS really big, he thought one talent change and one essence change would make it really huge. So we're gonna try that out next week, because I've already got the talent changed, and Valis and I are gonna go farm a bunch of arena ratings so that I can get conflict and strife in the next few weeks. And if I can get that rank 3, that might be one of my minors as well. Because that's the other thing that Lao Tzu said he thought might make a huge difference in my DPS. And I've already got Purification Protocol in there, so... Oh, Grimbatal. Let's see. Tank is... That's... Talia. This is one of those dungeons, if you know what you're doing, is actually really fun, but it's easy to mess the mechanics up if you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, the first boss in here is not my favorite either. But honestly, the one that I dislike more is the Etten. Yep, absolutely. It's the big trog you want to focus. It's the Etten because people always pull the Etten wrong. Yep. You are absolutely correct. The Etten is all about the pull, and very few people pull it correctly anymore. Honestly, I've seen a coordinated group do the dragons so well that there's no fights between right now and the first boss. Like, you can clear really well if you've got a coordinated group that knows what they're doing. don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying I'm that good. I'm saying on my best day, I've seen a group that good.
Cover the rear! Alexstraszel's brood decimates our ranks!
You're not as stupid.
Reinforce the front! We're being invaded!
Hey, I've done it myself. I feel like every time I cross a bridge in here, I'm going to do that. So don't you worry about that, buddy. My point was, though, this is a dungeon where there's a lot of opportunities for really big plays.
A million more await my orders. What chance do you have? Attack, you cowardly vermin!
Hey, good evening, Matt. How's it going, man? Thanks for dropping by. As my good buddy Metro would say. I refuse to acknowledge that message exists, Metro. Just want you to know that. Perhaps you would prefer, hey, buddy, buddy. Matt, perhaps you did not see my attempts at tanking the ads on Orgazoa Mythic. Incoming!
No! Throngest and Mythic and the Dino finish!
Oh, it's true. It just... I feel like that's going to be our next series, Metro, after we're done the From Noob to Pro Mythic. Mythic Plus. We'll do, at the end of 8.3, we'll do From Noob to Pro tanking. Nicely done. Nicely done. This group actually looks like it might understand that they have to protect the eggs from getting busted open on the final boss. Like, it looks that competent. Oh no, not a speed boost. Not on this bridge. You know what, now that I'm thinking about it, Metro, and I got you here. You know what's really weird with those noob to pro videos? And maybe it's just me. Maybe it's my version of them. But ever since I put tags in, They've gotten a lot less views. I'm wondering if I'm doing something wrong with the tags, because the first couple of videos got like almost 200 views, and the last couple have gotten like 30.
I will burn you from the inside out.
45.
Dragon, you will do as I command. Catch me! If they do not kill you, I will do it myself.
Freehold looked like it was going to do a little bit better, though, I think. Well, I'm glad, Matt. I really am. Like, I don't know. No, I want to do it right. Like, you know, I'd like to do things the correct way. I feel like that's the only way I'm ever going to get good enough to succeed at YouTube. Yeah, could be. It's interesting. I gotta watch that video series you recommended again. Because I saw he came out with another video. It's like that YouTube creator series. Yeah, I can see that. It's a good idea, it was just never implemented really well, I don't think, on YouTube's part. There you go, Matt. I brought the nameplates back up for you. Yeah, I honestly don't mind them the size that they are. I probably will make them smaller, but probably not back to normal size, because I do like them to be a little bit bigger. It's a lot easier for me to read. Oh, Yeah, there's that too, right, Matt? I find that the biggest mistake people make on this isn't the safe zone, it's the, it's not going for the ads and not protecting the eggs. I remember literally having to beg people to kill the ads back in Cata. People were always like, oh, we can just burn it.
The darkest days are still ahead.
And then we'd wipe 3 or 4 times to the ads. I'd be like, please? Mark of a good tank is when he can get this boss to stand on top of the safe zone. Just like that. Just because, like I said, I was on my DK, and I was like, geez, I can't believe my DK has a sub 400 eye level. And I thought, man, I best do some time walking this week, because I'll get a heroic Eternal Palace piece out of it. So I thought, when there was no raid tonight, I thought, why not just do some time walking with viewers? And if I can get the DK done quick enough, maybe I'll do one on the ally side too. Well, it's a useless item for if you have over a 415 eye level. I don't. It's true. That being said, I'd kind of like to have my DK usable for things, you know? Right now. Ever since Shadowlands was announced, I've wanted to play my DK more, and oh, yes, The Witcher on Netflix. Cannot wait. 9 more days. Almost 8. Very soon. I'm going to get Netflix just for that, let me tell you. Let me tell you guys, there will be no stream that day. It's got to be good. It has to be good. Like Metro said, the dude bailed on DC for The Witcher, so it has to be good. I haven't been watching Watchmen, Matt. I've never got into Watchmen. So they already renewed it for season 2. There you go. Oh, yeah, Sword of Truth series. I felt so bad about that. Because Sword of Truth is one of my favorite series of novels. Yeah, Wheel of Time. They're going to do Wheel of Time now, aren't they? I thought I heard something about them going to do a Wheel of Time series, because that's another really good one. Man, I should start reading that series again. Got no time. That's so much stuff to do. My biggest problem, Matt, with watching The Watchmen is, besides me being who watches The Watchmen, is I've never read any of the comics. I've never seen the movie. I have no connection to it, so I feel like none of the little nods would mean anything to me. Yeah, Rand al'Thor as the Dragon Reborn would be amazing. I don't know if everybody who's watching has read the Wheel of Time series, though, so it's awful tough to discuss it intelligently, because most people probably wouldn't understand what we're talking about, but it's a great fantasy series. I think it's 13 or 14 novels, depending on if you include the... depending on if you include the prequel novel, that's really more of a short story. Yeah, Harry Potter, the adult years. I don't know, it's pretty nasty. Like, it gets pretty adult pretty quick. I love the idea in the Wheel of Time of a society that's matriarchal, and why it's matriarchal, and coming at that from the other side. Especially when your main character is male, and all that is entailed with how his magic works, and I want to get some serious leveling done this week, too. Maybe what we'll do is... So I'm thinking tomorrow we're going to try and see how many tunes... Like, I'm going to do a long stream tomorrow. So I want to see if I can do 2 tunes from 110 to 120 in Korak's Revenge. And see if I can do that in a single, like, 6 to 8 hour stream. Because I feel like that's a doable stream length for me tomorrow. Sorry, my mind just flipped switches. Because I've got a couple of tunes that are right at 110. Like, I've got a warrior that's Fury and a combat rogue that's 110 that I've done nothing with. I feel like those work really well with Korak's Revenge, and, you know, just go and farm mobs. So we might do that tomorrow. Friday we'll do mount farming again. Absolutely, I don't mind that at all, Spencer. You can definitely come. Everybody's welcome for that kind of thing. And do dooby dooby doo dooby doo. If you're not 100% familiar with Korax Revenge, like I'm not, then there's this awesome video that I'm going to watch before tomorrow's stream by an amazingly intelligent person who knows exactly how to get the most out of Korax Revenge. And I've linked there. Oh, yeah, that's the one that's right outside AV, right? Well, let's do this tonight. Let's finish up time walking on this tune. And we'll see what time we're at. It'll be past 8 o'clock my time, 10 o'clock Eastern. Then we'll flip over to my main. Maybe do a couple of BGs, get a little bit of Conquest. Yeah, I still want to watch it though, Metro, because I'm not oriented mentally with where the caves are. At the very least. Plus, I have a bunch of... I want to do the quests at the same time, so... Just for a little variety, right? I mean, Korax Revenge is... It's not like there's going to be a brand new version of it every 5 minutes. What is this, classic? I've got time. I've got time to watch it. Like I said, it cannot be as short as the AVs over on the classic servers that Metro was in there a couple days ago. Or yesterday. Yeah, that would have been just yesterday. Metro put a video up on his Discord of him doing an AV from the time AV started all the way to the end. It was, what, 4.5 minutes long in the entire BG?
Undying flames are all that remain of this sacred place. I sense much anger here.
Yoshimaru.
A seething rage barely held in check. Be on your guard. You must give peace to these lands if you are to face Murrazond.
You! Are you the ones responsible for what has happened here?
What the heck? How did the tank get down there? I didn't even see the tank go past me. And I was the first one in this room. Now the tank probably thinks I'm a moron because I didn't sneak past it with him. Hey, Kildai. Yeah, no raid tonight. Too many people flaked. By the way, if anybody's watching and has a ranged DPS on the Horde side US and wants to join in the 4 of 8 Mythic Guild, talk to Metro.
What dark horrors have you wrought in this place? By my ancestors' honor, I shall take you to task!
Our guild's been around for 10 years. Ever since back in Wrath. So, you know, we're not going anywhere. Wow, we are destroying Bane.
My wrath knows no bounds! Where is this place? What have I done?
Ooh, that's nice.
Forgive me, my father.
This is all that is left of the blue.
Watch, we'll get Sylvanas.
The great battle shattered the time waves, leading out of this forsaken place. You must reconstruct the
Oh no, Jaina.
strewn across the ground and defeat the trapped spirit to proceed.
Yep, absolutely. I'm gonna stand right by the tank. Nope. Nope. Need 2 more. Sorry, Squishy.
I don't know who you are, but I'll defend this shrine with my life. Leave now, before we come to blows.
It's only an echo of your waifu. Well, I should have this on. It must be done. This is for Desaralor, Jaina.
Resorting to violence.
This is for all those heroic pulls that tortured Metro with my bad play.
Don't you give up! Little ice ought to quench the fire in your hearts. Understand now. Farewell, and good luck.
Remember, casters first. This is actually a really good tank. I'm quite enjoying watching where he uses his Ring of Peace.
I once called this place. I had not seen by then. I did not know. You hope to what? Stop me here? Change the fate I worked so tirelessly to weave? Unwitting like a blind, writhing worm towards endless madness and despair. I have witnessed the true end time. This is a blessing you simply cannot. So be it. Mortals, I cannot follow you any further. Accept my blessing and use the hourglass of time to defeat Murazan. The powers of the hourglass do nothing to me. What you have done, at last it has come to pass. The moment of my demise. The loop is closed. My future self will cause no more.
I suppose. Okay, let's grab the last one. Honestly, 10-minute queues aren't that bad. It's like queuing for queuing for these dungeons back in Cata was about 10 minutes.
I have many, many wares.
Well, these feet are useless because I've already got 4 10s. Oh, it was Martin Sheen. Nice. Finger. That's a tough one. I'm gonna have to actually. Actually sim that one because it's 10 eye levels higher than this one, but the one I've got has a socket. Nice. I have to go enchant the sword. Or mace, rather. It'll be a sword after I transmog it. Let's see, where did I put? There it is, rune forging. Put Fallen Crusader. Okay. We'll put that near. That is a cool one-handed mace, but you know what? It would look better as a... look better once I get it transmogged.
I have just the thing, Wanderer. Farewell, friend of the Grummles. Many deals for a friend of the Grummles, like you. May your feet find good trails.
Welcome back, Theo. I'm sorry you can't sleep, buddy. Yep. I would say you should change your name to Insomniac, but we've already got a viewer with that name. Let's see. Kings don't play tonight. Dead man walking. That's pretty much the definition of a death knight. Play tomorrow night. Gotcha. Actually, oh, I got a bit of a migraine coming in now. Whew. We've been streaming. You know what, guys? Have a good night, Theo. Please, I hope you get some sleep, buddy. I think after this one, I'm going to call it a stream because it just hit me like a ton of the bricks on the left side of my forehead there. Whew. So we'll get one more in. And then we'll get ready for some Little Korax leveling tomorrow. One good thing, at least we're not on pull 30 of the night on Orgazoa when my migraine hit. Because that would make that a heck of a lot harder. There's always a bright side. Just need to look for it. Nope, Spencer Q did not pop yet. That's okay, my brain is being difficult. Welcome back. No worries. Hamster and computer needed a breather. Hey, it happens to the best hamsters. John Paul, we had a few people flake on us tonight. We didn't have the right comp to proceed, or enough people, for that matter. So again, if anybody has a range DPS, Horde side US that wants to do some mythic raiding, talk to Metro. I believe he's still here. And yeah. It doesn't even matter if you're on Fire Tree or not yet, because the raid that's out right now is cross-faction or cross-server for Mythic, so. Because the Hall of Fame is closed, so. Even if you're just looking and you're on a different server, and you want to give out raiding with us a try, we're 4 of 8 Mythic. The guild's been around for 10 years, since Wrath of the Lich King. Like I said, I love raiding with these guys, because legit laugh my butt off pretty much every single raid, so. That was quicker than I expected. Gotta love the Stone Core. Maghar Orc Warrior. Draktakara.
Prison taught me one very important lesson. Well, two if you count how to hold yourself through it again. Survival!
Transmog wand. Get out of here, Millhouse. I suck at dodging that mechanic. Funny enough, that's also the title of my memoirs and Cataclysm. I suck at dodging that mechanic. Yeah, no underground phase for you, worm. Cop, remember to hide behind the pillars. Remember to hide behind pillars. Remember. I wonder if somebody will get the Drake that drops from this dude. Skin of Stone. My paladin wore that for a long time. Back in the day. Time for the Pug Breaker corridor. I tried to death grip that sentry in, but one of our awesome ranged already had him done. Now he's done. Have to be very careful with positioning in this corridor and with AoE. There is a reason I call this corridor the Pug Breaker. Oh, like it. I've got some really good tanks tonight. Even the dude in Throne of the Tides there, who said it was his first time, did really well. Break yourselves upon my body. Feel the strength of earth.
None may pass into the world's heart.
That too. None may pass.
Break yourselves upon my body. Feel the strength of the earth. Yourselves upon my body. Feel the strength of the earth.
There we go. There you go. That's a nice little trinket.
The world will be reborn in flames!
Trinkets do I have on?
more will fall. The burden is
Got another
yours to bear.
another weapon. Very nice. Yeah, thanks everybody for stopping by. Go on, you know you want to say it, Metro.
Greetings, sir and or ma'am.
Well, I got a 420 out of that, so... Thanks for hopping by. You just center myself on the camera. Darn it, Tokes, how did you get control of Metro's computer? Oh, 420, I get it. Yeah. Yeah, guys, thanks. That was definitely was a lot of fun, so. And we'll throw that on here. I got 5 eye levels on my DK, so that's not horrible. All right, guys. I like I said, I can feel the migraine coming on, and I don't know if I can hold it off for a couple more hours to stream. So we're gonna call that tonight, and we'll do a big old level in stream tomorrow, one way or another, whether it's Koraths or just grabbing a random tune and leveling it. Depends on how I feel when I get to going tomorrow. But we'll do that for a good 6 to 8 hours tomorrow. So hopefully we'll see y'all there. Have a good night, everybody. Take care. Peace. Capa.